Fortnite Season 5 is here, and there are tons of new emotes to go with it. As you make your way through the Battle Pass, get ready to start celebrating with the gentleman's dab, swipe it up, and break down dance moves. Oh yeah. Some of us just couldn't help but try and fail to recreate these dance moves in real life. Before we begin, subscribe to TheGamer and don't forget to ring that bell to become part of our notification squad where you'll be the first to know of new content. Good for you. Without further ado, let's dive into the Fortnite moves that went oh so wrong. Underwater Dance Party. Performing the emotes in Fortnite is hard enough in person as it is. Now imagine doing all these moves underwater. Dancing in water is a whole different type of performance. Our bodies naturally float towards the surface, movements aren't as fluid, and we can only breathe for so long. This hasn't stopped YouTuber Tom Smith from attempting a large collection of dance moves inside of a swimming pool. Using an underwater camera, Tom's moves are expertly captured for our viewing pleasure. He starts off slow, nailing a few emotes with some of the limited movements. As the movements get more complicated, Tom's ability to duplicate them becomes a little murky. Certain maneuvers like a split are tough to do underwater, and we can only imagine the trouble Tom went through as he attempted to complete the worm. Yikes. Some of the moves go on so long he's forced to return to the surface to breathe before they can be completed. Damn lungs. Then the ultimate challenge comes in the form of breakdancing. Sure, he tries his hardest, but even Michael Phelps would have had trouble performing these complicated moves under the water, and he's part dolphin. Maybe next time, trying the moves with scuba gear could add a little bit more weight and mobility while navigating the water. Gator head dancing. In some cases, people may not have the most confidence while performing Fortnite dance moves. These days, you can see the moves being performed on baseball fields, at grocery stores, and definitely by kids on the playground. When trying out the moves for the first time on a YouTube channel, you may be better off hiding some embarrassment by wearing an alligator mask. Say what? The smart decision was made by YouTuber GATOR. As soon as the new emotes were released for Season 5, GATOR had to try them for himself. In just a matter of minutes, he manages to get through all 5 new emotes multiple times, and the results were pretty good. There were some pretty basic ones, including the cleaver, and funny calculated, or the short and easy to learn gentleman's dab. GATOR also tries his hands at some of the more complicated dance moves. Thanks to a little camera trickery, the lens cuts off his bottom half for the performance of You're Awesome, but we can clearly see this gator is not doing a full split. Not that we're complaining, since most of us can't replicate the dance ourselves. While the You're Awesome dance was pretty much a fail, the others went off without a hitch, and we imagine they were hard to complete while wearing the hot and sweaty alligator mask. It's not easy being green. Angry grandma dances. It's pretty safe to say most of us have an angry grandma in our lives or have encountered one at some point. This is the exact premise behind the Angry Grandma YouTube channel. The channel follows a grandma as she goes through everyday life and expresses her anger at such things as scary pranks, video games, and mundane things like grocery shopping. Naturally, a good way to get some laughs out of watching Angry Grandma is to get her involved in some Fortnite action. What is this crazy contraption? While seeing her drop in a dusty divot for a quick battle would be fun, seeing her emulate Fortnite dance moves is even better. Her grandma still got it. In the video, Angry Grandma attempts to duplicate some of Fortnite's most popular dance moves of all time. Some of the funniest moves she does completely wrong include the robot, Floss and Fresh. Without seeing the source videos from Fortnite, we wouldn't have a clue what move she's actually trying to perform. In the case of the robot, she actually freezes in place like a robot instead of doing the actual dance. At least she's a good sport about it. Not only that, but her dance moves are pretty inspirational for all the Fortnite grandmas out there. You know who I'm talking about. The next time you visit your grandma, whip out Fortnite and attempt to get her to duplicate the dances, while your video camera is rolling, of course. Put this on the YouTube, sonny. Dino dancing. For several years now, people have been dressing up in the signature inflatable dinosaur costume and making the most of it. It's a weird fad, but it is what it is. The costume is a hit on Halloween, is worn on screenings of Jurassic World, and has been used in numerous prank videos. The short arms of the dinosaur also makes it a humorous design to wear for dancing. And not just any dancing, but replicating the dances from Fortnite, of course. It's in the name of the video, folks. YouTuber and Fortnite player Guava Juice decided to make good use out of the dinosaur costume and record himself performing as many Fortnite dances as he could. It never gets old seeing a T-Rex dance, and Guava Juice really delivers the laughs with his Fortnite-inspired video. Even though he's trapped inside the costume, Guava Juice still manages to showcase a lot of flexibility and movements while showcasing dance after dance. Look at that T-Rex go. The small arms make it a bit of a challenge to showcase the letter L, but you get the point when seeing him dance. By the end of it all, he's clearly out of breath, but it was all worth it because we couldn't stop laughing at his hilarious moves. Now, if we only had some dinosaur skins we could use to perform these moves digitally. Oh, there are dinosaur skins in the game already? Well then, let's get to it! Pick up your controllers, gentlemen! Family Fortnite dancing. The family that dances together stays together, right? That's the saying, right? Well, we hope so, because the YouTube channel AB Family sure does a lot of Fortnite dancing together. For those unfamiliar, the AB Family are known for their creative and funny challenge videos featuring all the members of the family interacting together. Some of these more popular videos include gummy food challenges, Disney parties, and vines. And of course, the whole clan loves Fortnite and has a blast performing the dance challenges together. The kids' attempts are great, but some of the funniest parts of the video include mom and dad trying their hand at some Fortnite dances. Obviously, the more youthful children can pull off some of the more sophisticated dance moves. And for some reason, the dad seems to add in some ballerina moves to several of the dances he attempts. Okay. Although we have to admit, he was pretty spot on with the pony up Fortnite dance. Way to be, Dad. This is just one of multiple Fortnite dance videos the family has posted. All of the great Fortnite swag the family wears together adds some legitimacy to the video and makes us a little jealous we don't own it all. For even more of the AB family dancing to Fortnite, check out their music video featuring a Fortnite noob song they created. The Gentleman Dab. The dab has been around for several years now, and Fortnite has only built on its popularity. While former versions of the dab were all about speed and style, the Season 5 version of the dab introduced the popular dance move in a whole new way. The Gentleman Dab is more of a formal way of showcasing the dance move. The player does a stylish bow while doing the arm movements of the dab. Well-la-dee-da. In the game, the dab is a great way to celebrate the death of an opponent or to congratulate one of your partners on the battlefield. In real life, it's a goofy way to put a whole new spin on the classic dab. Thanks to the move being around for a while, we've already seen the Gentleman's Dab in all different ways. One of the more memorable was at a professional hockey game. Not only did this rabid hockey fan decide to wear a horse mask to the game, but he decided to do a version of the Gentleman's Dab right as the camera panned to him. He does it with such confidence, we aren't even distracted at the giant horse head. We imagine hockey games are just the beginning. With so many NFL players hopping on the Fortnite bandwagon, you can expect to see the Gentleman's Dab and several other Fortnite moves used as end zone celebrations by the time the new season rolls around. Soccer celebrations. With so many low-scoring games, the celebration after a soccer goal is typically full of excitement and jubilation. For one team, they turn celebrating to a whole new art form. Meet the F2 Freestylers. The soccer skills these players have are mighty impressive, as they use their talents to outsmart opponents and score goals on the pitch. We guess all the footwork has also helped them out on the dance floor. After each goal is scored, the scoring player runs to a special camera and showcases their dance moves with on-field celebrations. Each dance is taken directly from Fortnite and includes a number of classic dances along with the newer ones. The video showcases dabs, some hyping, and of course, the pony up dance move. We're not sure what's better, the way they end up scoring the goals or how they execute the dance moves each time. If you're too distracted by the dancing, take a chance to look at the opposing team in the background. The poor players just have to sit and watch while the scoring team celebrates over and over again on the scoring field. In a single game, there were over 5 goals scored and a lot of Fortnite dances covered in the process. Late night Fortnite dancing. Anyone who plays Fortnite knows the temptation of waking up in the middle of the night and playing a quick round or 2, or 3, or never sleeping at all. And of course, there are some of us who just stayed up all night playing the game. Then there are the truly dedicated fans who decided to stay up to the wee hours of the morning just to perform Fortnite dances. That's exactly what you get with YouTuber Precious2X TV. While the rest of her house sleeps at 3 in the morning, the Fortnite fan decided to break out the dance moves in the quietest way possible. Well, that's considerate. Dancing to Fortnite is hard enough as it is. Trying to hype around your bedroom without waking up your parents is a whole different story. In the hours before the sun rises, Precious2X TV manages to get a lot of dancing in. Things get really tricky when she has to jump up and land on her side. Thankfully, she does it with some grace and just enough cushion to prevent any loud noises in the home. We've all tried to keep our controller clicking to a minimum, but controlling Fortnite dance moves once you've gotten started is a bit of a challenge. Hopefully some orange justice just didn't wake up the whole neighborhood. America's Got Fortnite. It's pretty safe to say Fortnite mania has swept the nation. People of all ages are playing the game with versions available across multiple platforms like PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. It's so easy to get connected with anyone around the world and have yourself in an epic battle, unless you play on PS4. Not only has the game become a lot of people's favorite pastimes, but the dancing in Fortnite is starting to spread across multiple areas of pop culture as well. One of the areas is in the talent show America's Got Talent. Is that the Seacrest one? I don't know anymore. Through multiple rounds of auditions, there have been numerous Fortnite dance moves seen on the show. One solo act really impressed, tossing in some orange justice with some other Fortnite dance moves. Ooh la la! Even more impressive was the large group of dancing ninjas who looked like a giant 50 versus 50 Fortnite squad teaming together just to dance around instead of actually trying to earn a victory royale. Of course, doing Fortnite dances probably won't win you any prizes, but the national exposure on TV could lend to some nice Epic Games swag, or at least a free battle pass, as long as they can handle the criticism of Simon Cowell. Thankfully, television is currently filled with all types of TV dance competition, and even more chances to see Fortnite moves on the small screen. Dancing is hard. Even when doing the moves in slow motion, Fortnite dancing is hard. Typically, when you're learning the moves, you have two options. Practice on your own, improving as you go and taking the time to master your rhythm, or you could set up a webcam and just begin recording immediately, capturing every fall and error on the way. This is the option YouTuber user Morshes chose to follow when she decided to try her hand at some of the more popular Fortnite dances. Things didn't go as planned for the Fortnite fan, as the dances weren't as accurate as they could have been. As Morshes begins her dances, she tries to learn as she goes, and with the quick movements of Fortnite avatars, this is no easy task. As she becomes more frustrated, the dances only get harder, a combination no one wants to deal with. Eventually, she falls down while dancing, but thankfully, she's able to laugh the whole thing off and showcases how hard these digital dances are. Sure, it's easy for a digital character to defy physics when they don't have to deal with gravity. In the end, it's the effort that counts, and as more new seasons of Fortnite get released, Morshes will have plenty of new dances to try out along the way, as will all of us huge fans, and epically fail doing so. Well, there you have it. What's your favorite Fortnite dance move? What dance moves have you attempted in real life? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to TheGamer so you can stay up to date with our awesome videos. Thanks for watching. Dance on, Fortnite fans!